We teach this in our coaching program, Progress Coaching. We teach a framework called QALMS, QALMS, okay? And the M is the motivator. Where does somebody want to go? Now, there's two types of motivation. Someone who's intrinsic, I really like what I'm doing, I'm motivated to do what I'm currently doing. Someone who's extrinsic, who says, I like what I'm doing right now, but it's an apparatus. It's a catapult to something else, okay? Then if you have someone who knows their motivator, that's employee number one. It could be intrinsic or extrinsic, maybe even a combination of both. Number two, somebody who says, don't know where I want to go. How do you coach those people? And here's the biggest thing that I say to people. We teach a whole series called Coachability. Coachability is about our ability to look in the mirror, be really honest, know that we need to seek feedback, know that we need to be open and honest with what we're doing. And I'll share this with you. Most people struggle with that. Most of the time when we go into companies, we ask them, 80 to 85% of people say, don't know my next move, don't know what I want to do next. And that's okay. It's not a criticism. And then I hear people say, well, sometimes people just want to come in and do their job, and that's okay. I worry about those comments. Here's why. Because we're giving permission for complacency. So if someone really doesn't know and they don't know where they want to go, I go back to one and then two fundamental things that affect that. Number one, how we show up matters. And I'm going to say it. AI is going to blow some jobs out of the water. If you're a programmer today, your career just changed overnight. If you're doing financial analysis, your job just changed overnight. So what's going to happen is, at the foundation of employees today is our ability to embrace change, our ability to look in the mirror, our ability to know that change is coming and embrace it faster than others to differentiate ourselves. And so complacency, which I am quoted as saying, is it's the devil. It is the devil of business. When you are complacent, I would worry. And so what do? I'm going to talk to employees for a second. If you don't know what you want to do for your future state, your present state, you have to protect the living crap out of it, because things are changing. What most employees don't take into account, and I think AI potentially could, I don't think it'll shrink the employee marketplace, but I think it will create challenges to just simply say, well, I'll just get a job somewhere else. Things are changing. So if somebody's in that category of, I just want to do my job and go home, there's nothing wrong with that. Then show up your best self, show up doing a great job each and every day. Protect yourself. Here's why. The fundamental challenge that we have is when we just, and I hate the word just show up, it sounds minimalist. I'm just kind of going through the motions. So what we have to do more than anything is protect what we have. And so, when I just talked to a young person who is a teller at a credit union, and he's saying, it's not really what I want to do. And I said, what are you willing to do? He looked at me stunned. I said, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to just do a kick-ass job? And he looked shocked at me. And he goes, well, I don't know. I said, so it sounds like it's no. I said, so do you think people are going to do a kick-ass job to promote you based on how you just answered? And those are tough conversations. And so today's employee, and I just sent a text message to both my kids. One paints houses, the other one works at a Ivy League school. The fact of the matter is, AI is coming. You better learn it. You better know prompt engineering. It's coming. Google searches, everybody knows how to do a Google search. You're going to have to learn how to do a prompt. And so what it's doing is it's changing things. So at the foundation of today's employee is willingness. Understanding your brand is based on people's perception. Showing up with absolute professional, ready-to-go presence. And then number 4, protect what you have. Make it tough for people to get rid of you. And see, what we don't talk about enough in the workplace is marketplaces change, industries change, the tariffs have changed things. Industries have changed. Trade agreements have changed things. Talent has changed. And what happens is that companies will go through volatile times. When they go through volatile times, what they tend to do when they go through a volatile time, where can we lessen expenses? I'm doing that right now as a small business owner. I'm lowering my expenses. Business is good, but I'm lowering my expenses. You want companies to do that. Yes. And when we lay somebody off, it feels personal. It's never personal. Nobody in HR is sitting down there and say, that John Smith in accounting, let's fire that SOB. I can't stand him. I know we need him, but let's fire his butt. It doesn't happen. We feel like it does. We feel it's personal. It's not personal. It's tough. You do not want businesses who are so hyper loyal to employees at the expense of the financial balance sheet of the organization. I mean, I can't look at my two great teammates in Susie and Stephanie and say, oh my gosh, I'm just going to increase your hours. We don't have the money, but I just love you both. Now, I know it come off obnoxious right now and a little condescending. The fact of the matter is, I hear it all the time from employees. Oh, I can't believe they let him go. He's been there 12 years. And I just heard this ironically at a company about a year ago. And I looked at the employees. I said, have you seen him at work? He's grumpy. He's pissed off at the world. He's not easy to manage. Tenure doesn't give you permission for behavior. So what we have to do with today's employees, everybody, and if you're an employee, be great. Insulate yourself, protect yourself, build your brand where people say, that guy will work 2 shifts if we ask him to. That lady goes above and beyond the call. Build your brand, protect yourself, put insulation around you. Nobody will come near you because you're going to be next to 8 out of 10 people who are just doing their job. What are your thoughts, everybody?